Housing is a process where the new engine is pushed into the station for the first time. It goes way back to when horses couldn't back into barns. They had to be pushed back into the barns when they come back from a call, and that's what we do. It's a typical housing of a fire truck.
All fire companies have a tradition in communities like this. This is an important event because there was a lot of people who were involved in not only the specification and the purchase of this truck, but also in the financing. We rely on, of course, on our township, Lower Merion and Radnor, to provide assistance with us when we purchase this truck.
It's a 2018 Emergency 100-foot aerial ladder. Carries 500 gallons of water. It has a pre-piped waterway in case of a real major fire. It has pre-connected hand lines on the truck, 1.5 inch, 1.75 inch, and 2.5 inch lines. And it has a red line which gets used for trash fires. This truck has a 1,500 gallon a minute pump on, and it can flow probably 1,700 gallons a minute on a major fire.
All three trucks have different purposes. The specific purpose of this truck is what we attack fires with. This is the first vehicle rolls out of the station when we have a fire call. This vehicle will pull up in front of a house, say if it's a house fire, pull up in front of the house. Operator can put the jacks down, put the pump in gear. The firefighters can take the hose out of the side here and go in and fight the fire. The other trucks will back in. One truck will back in. The engine will back in and lay out from this ladder truck to the hydrants and establish a water supply. This is the interior of the truck. There's 4 seats in here. We have a jump seat. Each jump seat has 4 jump seats. Each jump seat has an air pack. So all the firefighter has to do is sit down, pull the straps up over his shoulders, connect the waist strap, and when we get to the seat, he just pulls forward and he pops out of the truck. Every firefighter has a portable radio. We have headsets so that everybody can listen in on the radio as to what's going on, and so that the chief and the driver can communicate with the guys in the back and vice versa. We pull up to a scene, the driver pulls this switch, pulls the little yellow tab out, and he pulls this lever down into neutral and down in the pump, and then that takes turns the transfer case from operating the rear wheels into operating the pump. It's got 360-degree cameras. You can see our operator will be able to see up on the panel up there, all the way around the vehicle when it's in operation. Also gives them all the other information you need to operate the vehicle. This is the throttle control. This increases the pressure by turning it up to pressure or RPM. You'll be able to increase the output pressure of the pump. He increases the pressure up there, and then he pulls on this lever to open the. So you have cross-light. The pressure will register here. It should be the same as what's up. This is the engineer's compartment. So the engineer is going to operate the pump. He drives the truck. He operates the pump, and he uses these connections as needed. This is our salvage and overhaul compartment. We have salvage buckets, shovels, tarps, and these are roof kits. If we have to put a hole in a roof to put the fire out, we don't want to leave you with a hole in your roof. We have 6 air packs, and we have 6 spare bottles. So there's a spare bottle actually we have 8 spare bottles.
I'd like to recognize all of the time and effort and planning which Chief Kincade put into making today's housing possible. Please join me in a round of applause. Thank you, Chief.
It takes us about a year to spec out, bid, and procure a truck. We meet once, twice a month, hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes sitting down, trying to figure out compartment space, man space for seating in the truck, and all the different variables that we may need for the future. And like, I'm an older fireman. I have to worry about the younger guys and make sure this truck is prepared for them for the next 10 years.
Well, we want the people to understand that we provide the best possible fire protection that we can for the community. And this is an example of this brand new truck is an example of that.
We invited all the Lower Merion companies, Radnor Fire Company. We invited the Upper Merion companies and Haverford Township companies to this event today. This is very spectacular for our company. It's very, very warming to get our other brother firemen and ambulance corps coming here to review our truck, see our truck, and see the operation of our firehouse. It's the pride of the fire company that's put forth today. It shows the pride that the members have in their trucks and their apparatus and their station.